Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt strong in the gym, but weirdly weak in real life? You can lift weights, you can do your sets, but then suddenly you carry something heavy for 20 seconds and your grip gives out. You hold a position and start shaking immediately. You try to stabilize yourself and feel completely out of control. That's not bad luck. That's a missing type of strength. Here's the truth. Real life doesn't care how much you can lift once. It cares how long you can hold it together. Holding a heavy box, carrying groceries, catching yourself when you slip, staying stable under pressure, that's real strength. And most people don't train it. The missing piece, because almost everyone trains movement. Up, down, representative, repeat. But almost nobody trains what happens in between: control, stability, tension, and that's exactly why they plateau. Now here's the interesting part. There's a way to train this directly. No reps, no momentum, no cheating, just holding a position. Isometric training. And if you use it correctly, it fills the exact gap most people don't even realize they have. Why this works? Most people think strength is about moving weight, but real strength is about controlling it. Because if you can't hold a position under tension, you don't actually own that position. You're borrowing it. And the moment things get unstable, that strength disappears. Isometric training fixes that. It builds joint stability, position strength, full body tension, control under stress. If you've ever felt strong in one position but weak in another, this is why. Framework overview. The 6 holds I'm about to show you target: lower body strength, core stability, grip strength, shoulder control, weak positions in common movements, full body coordination. These are not random exercises. These are the positions where most people are weakest, and that's exactly why they work. The 6 isometric holds. Hold 1, wall sit, lower body reality check. This looks easy until you try it properly. Back flat against the wall, knees at 90 degrees, feet grounded. Now hold. No shifting, no standing up halfway, no distractions, just you and the burn. This builds quad strength, knee stability, mental endurance. If your legs start shaking in under 30 seconds, your leg strength isn't as solid as you think. Most people push through reps, avoid long tension, never train this position. That's the gap. Do 2 to 4 sets, 30 to 90 seconds. Hold 2, plank, done properly, not social media style. Everyone knows planks, almost nobody does them right. A real plank, glutes tight, core braced, ribs down, no sagging hips. If you're just holding without tension, you're wasting time. This builds core stability, spine protection, strength transfer to every lift. If your plank feels easy, you're either very strong or doing it wrong. Most people let their hips drop, relax halfway through, turn it into a waiting game. Don't. Turn your whole body into one solid unit. Do 3 sets, 30 to 60 seconds. Hold 3, dead hang, grip equals hidden limiter. Just hang from a bar. Sounds simple, but most people can't last as long as they think, and that's a problem because grip strength limits pull-ups, rows, deadlifts. Carrying strength. Execution, slight shoulder engagement. No full passive hangs, control your position. This builds grip strength, shoulder stability, upper body endurance. If you drop from the bar early, your grip is holding back your entire upper body. Most people train muscles, ignore grip until it becomes the limiting factor. Do 2 to 4 sets, 20 to 60 seconds. Hold 4, bottom squat. Hold, own your weakest position. Drop into your deepest squat. Now stay there. No bouncing, no rushing back up, just control. This builds hip mobility, ankle stability, strength in the hardest part of the squat. If you collapse at the bottom of a squat, this is exactly the position you've been avoiding. Most people train the top half, avoid the bottom, never build strength where it matters most. That's why they fail there. Do 2 to 3 sets, 30 to 60 seconds. Hold 5, push up, hold, where you actually fail. Go to the bottom of a push-up, stop just above the ground, hold it, no resting, no collapsing. This is where most push-ups fail, not at the top, not at the start, right here. This builds chest strength, shoulder stability, triceps endurance. If your push-ups stall halfway, this is the exact position you're weak in. Most people avoid this range, rush through it, never build control here. Do 3 sets, 15 to 40 seconds. Hold 6, Hollow body hold, full core control. Lie on your back. Lift, shoulders, legs, lower back pressed into the floor. Now hold. This builds deep core strength, full body tension, control for almost every movement. If your lower back lifts off the ground, you've already lost control. Most people let their core relax, compensate with hips, never train true core tension. This fixes that. Do 3 sets, 20 to 40 seconds. Bonus part, hold 7, my secret sauce. The isometric hold almost nobody uses, the table position. Now here's one of the most underrated isometric holds you can possibly do, the table hold. And honestly, this exercise looks way easier than it actually is. You sit on the floor with hands behind you, feet planted, then lift your hips up until your body forms a straight line like a table. And now you hold. That's it. But after a few seconds, you'll suddenly realize your entire body is working. Your core fights to stabilize. Glutes squeeze hard to keep the hips elevated. Shoulders work overtime to support your body weight, and this is exactly why the table hold is so powerful. Most exercises isolate muscles. The table hold connects them. It teaches your body how to create full body tension at once. And that has massive carryover into push-ups, dips, overhead pressing, posture, athletic movement. The biggest advantage of this hold is the combination of shoulder stability and posterior chain activation, because modern life destroys both. Most people sit too much, have weak glutes, rounded shoulders, terrible posture, and almost no shoulder stability. The table hold attacks all of these problems at the same time, and the longer you hold it with proper form, the more you feel how weak those areas actually are. Try holding it for 20 to 60 seconds while keeping hips high, glutes squeezed, chest open, core tight, and trust me, your body will start shaking very quickly. That's when you know it's working. Why most people miss these? Because these exercises are not flashy, they don't look impressive, they don't involve big weights, and they force you to face your weakest positions. That's uncomfortable, but that's exactly why they work. And if you always train your strengths, your weaknesses stay the same. Common mistakes. Mistake 1, holding without tension. Passive holds don't build strength. Mistake 2, chasing time instead of quality. Longer isn't better if form breaks. Mistake 3, skipping isometrics entirely. This is the biggest mistake. If your strength has plateaued, this is probably what's missing. How to use these holds? You don't need to overcomplicate this. Option 1, add 2 to 3 holds after your workout. Option 2, use them as a warm-up. Option 3, do a short 15-minute session. Train 2 to 4 times per week. Progress by increasing hold time, improving control, adding difficulty, real-life transfer. Why this actually matters. This is where everything connects, because life doesn't ask you to do perfect reps, and it asks you to hold something heavy, stabilize under pressure, stay controlled when things go wrong, carrying groceries, holding a child, staying balanced when you trip. That's isometric strength. Life doesn't test your 1-rep max, it tests your ability to hold it together, and that's exactly what this training builds. And if you do these holds for 4 weeks, you'll feel stronger. If you do them for 12 weeks, you'll move differently, more stable, more controlled, more confident. Not because you trained harder, because you trained smarter. If you want real strength, stop just moving weight. Start controlling it. Add these 6 isometric holds to your training, and you'll build strength most people never unlock.